Hello everyone, my name is Australist and welcome to my channel. A quick disclaimer, this is my first scripted video, so watch at your own risk, I don't know what I'm doing. It's about Belobog and Jarilo VI, a mostly Slavic-inspired location in Honkai Star Rail. Or maybe Slavic and German. I swear, the more I play the game, the more I find new info for this video. At first I only planned to make a video about pronunciation of Slavic and or Russian sounding names, but when I started my research I couldn't stop. And new in-game events always come with more new lore, so at this point this video is a big mess, and I really should stop rewriting the script and finish this already. Please watch until the end. I will share with you an interesting fact about Silverwolf that I found and some honorable mention of names that either not pronounced in game at all or pronounced very incorrectly. Jarilo VI. It is pronounced Jarilo. Jarilo is the personification of one of the summer holidays in Slavic folk calendar. It refers to the spring and fertility. Because of this, I think that before the Stellaron, Jarilo was a very warm and comfortable planet. Maybe someday Hoyoverse will give us more information on how this planet once was. The number 6 in the name of the planet probably refers to concept of the Ice 6. Ice 6 is a special form of water ice with specific crystal structure. At least this is how I understood it. This is much more complicated than that. Belobog. It's pronounced Belobog. It literally means the white god. Belobog is the West Slavic god of good luck and happiness. His name appears in later secondary written sources from the 16th century. Because it only appears in 16th century, there is an opinion that Belobog never existed as the Slavic deity. Nevertheless, because of his name, is quite possible that there is an opposing couple, Chernobog-Belobog, white god and black god. Alisa Rand. It is a reference to Ayn Rand, the American author of Atlas Shrugged. Her birth name was Alisa, and she was born in St. Petersburg. Perhaps this is the reason Belobog looks like a steampunk version of St. Petersburg. Cocolia. Cocolia is originally a character from Honkai Impact 3rd. It is a rare Russian last name. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any historical figure who could be a reference. The only famous person I could find is Georgy Vladimirovich Cocolia, who is a participant of many Russian game TV shows. Gepard and Serval Landau. This is an interesting one. They are a reference to Soviet physicist Lev Davidovich Landau. His name, Lev, could be translated to English as lion, and all the names of Landau siblings are names of big cats. Serval is Serval, Gepard is cheetah, and Lynx is lynx. Lynx would be рысь in Russian. I can only guess that it would be hard to pronounce, so they decided to go with an English word for lynx. Bronya Rand. Bronya is a character who came to us from another Hoyoverse game. She is from Honkai Impact 3rd. In this game, her name is Bronya Zaychik. Zaychik could be a Russian last name that means little bunny. Because of that, I think that her name can also be Russian, but if it is so, it's supposed to be pronounced Bronya and means armor. Nobody really names their kids in Russia like that, but there is a Slavic name, Bronislava, which means the protector of glory or armor glory, something like that. Which in my opinion is kinda fitting for Bronya, especially for this Bronya from Star Rail. I don't think that her name is bad in any way. It kinda seemed weird to me, but I got used to it pretty quickly. Pela. This is another fun and interesting one. Her full name is pronounced Pelageya Sergeyevna. It is interesting because she shares her full name with a singer from Russian band Pelageya, who is also Pelageya Sergeyevna. I think Mihoyo have some not so secret fans of this band. I personally never listened to it, but now I'm interested. Clara and Svarog. The pronunciation would be Clara, Svarog. Svarog is a Slavic god of fire and blacksmithing, who was once interpreted as a sky god. Clara may be the reference to the Nutcracker. This is a story about a girl, usually named Clara or Marie in different interpretations, and the prince, who is magically turned into a Nutcracker doll. You can kinda see the connection between a little girl and a big robot and a little girl and a doll. My best friend helped me with this reference, so I will link her channel in the description. Seele. Seele is another character from Honkai Impact 3rd. Her name means soul in German and pronounced differently in absolutely every voiceover. In Russian transcription, it's written as Seele, which is how I pronounce her. Also, in the new museum event, Seele tells us that her name is in Old Belobog language. This is how I make the connection that Belobog might be also inspired by Germany, aside Slavic cultures. Natasha. Her name is pronounced Natasha, again, really close, and her full name would be Natalia. In Honkai Impact 3rd, she's known as Raven, and her real name is Natasha Cioara, which means crow in Romanian. I probably pronounced it very incorrectly, but oh well, speaking is hard. Hook and Fersman. Unlike Hook, her father's name is a reference to Alexander Yevgenievich Fersman, who was a Russian and Soviet mineralogist. Sampo Koski. Sampo is a magical object in the Karelian Finnish folk epic. It's a very unique object. It is a source of happiness, prosperity and abundance. Also, Sampo is a mountain in Karelia, and Koski is a Finnish last name. Luka. If I would base it on Russian pronunciation, it would sound Luka. Otherwise, it's a future character and I don't know anything about him except his name. Perkins. This little robot. It is a reference to Francis Perkins. who is the creator of diesel engine plant in Britain. The plant is also named Perkins. Mearsheimer, the professor who talked to previous guardian in Svarog's memories. It is a reference to John Joseph Mearsheimer, American political scientist and international relations scholar. Hultén from the museum. He is a reference to Carl Hultén, who was a Swedish art collector and museum director. Oleg. It's just Oleg, and his name is pronounced Oleg. And also one thing, there is a character, an NPC, named Sveta. This is not quite right. She's not sweating. Her name is supposed to be pronounced Sveta, and her full name would be Svetlana. This was a sore in my eyes and ears from the first time I heard it. I hope it will help you name Sveta correctly. Alisa Rand. Svetlana Rand. Alexandra Rand. Here we go. I guess this is it. As I promised, here's a fun fact about Seele that I found. Seele's cloth she's wearing on her belt, I believe this is another reference to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Yes, I think she is wearing a towel. I refuse to believe Hoyo would give her a random cloth instead of another reference to the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. The game is full of these references already, and I don't think Hoyo would stop here. I think there will be more towels, 42s, etc. Anyways, thank you for watching until the end. I don't know if there will be another video of such kind, because it was a very random idea in my head that I must do this. Leave a comment, tell me if I forgot something about Belobog and its people. And maybe someday I will make another video like this, if there will be more interesting stuff in game. Goodbye, don't panic, and don't forget your towel.